Here comes the money. Here comes the money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Death and Taxes show. I'm DeRoy Everitt. We are honored guest here, Mr. Michael Painter. We popped out some Husky sections. Whether or not they make the air or not, they were entertaining. But we're going to get focused on some e-commerce and the man of the hour that's here to have your stimulus talk. Is that what you're calling it?
Yes, your stimulus package.
Mr. Adam Beasley here to tell you all things stimulus related. So,
Well, we're in this Corona thing. It's shut down the world. Been a lot of rumors, innuendos. The bill just passed. I've gone through. I spent a lot of time on it. There's other people who have spent way more time on it. And how in the world any of these people who vote on this could read 800 pages is unfathomable. So who knows what's in there? But
are you saying that some people might vote on things without reading everything, Adam, in the Senate and House of Representatives?
do you remember our conversation you had with John Curtis? He was hiding in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yep.
That may or may not have just happened to get by. We're going to get into the real nuts and bolts of it. People are getting money. Money is coming your way. The way the bill breaks down is, as an individual, you will get $1,200. As a married couple, you will get $2,400. For any dependent child under the age of 17, you will get an additional $500.
Now, quick insert there. What about you're somebody that's like a stay-at-home type wife, or somebody that hasn't been working? Is it still 12 per couple, or is it 12 per working couple?
It's 12 per couple. If you're married filing joint, you will get $1,200 per person, so you will get $2,400.
Okay.
Under what income threshold?
150,000 is the threshold, and above that, it will be phased out.
Well, I'm sorry that you guys aren't getting any money then. I feel kind of bad about that.
Hey, I run my own.
You top earners. I'm sitting here with the top 1% folks.
You got to be above 340,000 to be a 1%er in the state of Utah. So,
And I don't redact my statement. You two or something else. I look up to you.
Don't pay taxes on all of it.
that's true on very small portion. So that's kind of the breakdown. Is if you make less than 150,000, you can be expecting some money coming your way. Now the question is how am I going to get said money?
Yeah, do I have to sue somebody? Hire a lawyer?
There's a lot that goes into it, and
Do I just go up to the Wells Fargo or what?
Wells Fargo. Yeah.
I mean, I've seen some emails going around. I've responded to them. They just want my.
Please don't give anyone your direct deposit information. There's going to be so much scamming going on. It is unreal. There is going
You
to.
guys will excuse me for a minute. I need to go make a few phone calls.
I've got a new business model for you, Derek. I know you do like to sell, gouge people on the Facebook Marketplace. They do call you a scumbag for a reason.
I sell products that have supply and demand at a reasonable, fair price with the market.
And you've always been willing to help the Prince of Nigeria.
Always.
Your close personal third cousin.
I mean, I'm going to take this gouging a little more serious now that people are going to prison for it. I do not gouge.
You're not going to do that. So this stimulus package, this money, this $2 trillion, which where it's coming from, who the heck knows?
Oh, I think Mr. Painter knows.
Yes, I think so. I think our kids' will be paying for this, Adam.
If we can borrow until the day I die, we'll be okay.
I mean, some of you breeders, you got kids to pay for this. I'm just getting a free bill of health at this point.
You are getting a free bill now.
Passing it on to some other kid.
The income level, the dependence is all based off of your 2018 or 2019 tax return.
So what if you haven't filed your taxes in a couple of years?
You will not get the stimulus money right now.
So you better call up Adam up Accounting and get made right with the man, or what?
Correct. If you can get your 2018 or 2019 taxes filed, you can be eligible for that stimulus. That money will be coming in a direct deposit if you have the information on your tax returns. If not, they will mail it to your address. Everybody, well, what if I moved? What if the bank account? This is what's called a 2020 refundable credit. So if something goes wrong over the next 2-3 months, which I guarantee it will, I've already had like 15 phone calls about this, emails. This money will be available when you do your 2020 taxes. So everyone is going to get this money if they're eligible. It might be in the next month. There is no way I can see it sooner than a month. It might be within 6 weeks, 3 months. In the next 12 months, you will be eligible for this money.
So what happened if you had a kid since you filed your taxes, but yet coming up on next year?
Again, that's a great question. Okay,
Thank you.
I filed my 2018 tax. Great question. Excellent question.
You're welcome.
I just,
The pleasure was yours.
again, all of those things are very interesting. The one that I found that was very intriguing to me is you can now take out your retirement funds without a 10% penalty up to $100,000 and not have to pay any taxes on it until the following 3 years. So, Derek, I know you've got a large retirement fund. You're smart. You've been listening to your boy Clark. You're not going to pull anything out, okay?
Never. Go ahead.
You're not going to pull money out of your retirement fund to help you continue your day-to-day life because you're extremely reasonable. You know how to take care of.
You still got to retire people, so
You do.
you take out $100,000 that could be in that stock market, and everyone's freaked out right now about the stock market, but you're actually getting more shares for the market will come back.
Very true. But there are certain situations where people might need to pull out $20,000 or $30,000.
Well, if you need to pay bills and stuff, of course, there's circumstances, but
The way that works is you can pull those funds out and not have to pay the 10% penalty and not have to pay the taxes on it if you reinvest it and put it back in the market over the next 3-year period. So there's so many stipulations, ways for this to happen. There's also much larger payroll tax ability. So if you own a company and you keep your employees employed, so for instance, my office, we're a small office. We don't have a large monthly payroll. We've got a couple people here. But let's just say you're running a construction company and your average monthly payroll is, $50,000. There is a section of this stimulus package to where if you keep that payroll going and take care of it, you can get a potential of, they'll give you a loan of like $200,000, and they could potentially forgive that loan over the next 6 to 12 months.
you looking to hire a couple husky guys to talk pro wrestling?
That's right. You can do that. I guess maybe we could put you on that. There's going to be so many things like that because people think just like that.
Consulting fees?
The problem is this package is so huge that they don't know what to
Tell
do.
me about it.
There's just so many layers to this bill that we don't know what to do with it. So
Yeah, I mean, a little relief coming.
I'm just glad the Kennedy Center got funded.
That's right. The Kennedy Center.
Arts are very important.
They're extremely important.
Watch Romeo and Juliet.
I think we got some more solar package. I don't know. There's so much into this, but all you need to know is there's money coming and what you should do with that money, Derek.
Okay, so here's my somewhat eBay conspiracy theory, somewhat not. Whenever tax returns go out, my eBay sales go through the roof. What people should do, in my opinion, is you should save the money for a rainy day or pay your bills and stuff. What people are going to do, as I've seen over time, is they're going to go spend the money. Now, right now, if you go on Amazon, as an eBay seller, you're in the catbird seat, as the kids would say. Amazon's
What?
the catbird seat.
I have no idea what that means.
Google it while I explain it to the kids. So what's happening is Amazon's so backlogged and FBA's been shut down except for essential type items that right now you get when people are looking for stuff, it's 4 or 5 months out or weeks out or dates out. So right now on eBay you can fulfill the order faster than Amazon. You actually are at the advantage to where people are looking for something in a faster amount of time that they can get it from you on eBay. So you should be listing. People are going to be stuck at home captive and they're going to start buying things. So if you start to build your death pile into a sell pile and start listing more items, I think that you have a potential that, everyone's going to list $2,400. You're going to be able to make some money off this. As our friend Mike here would say, you're going to slaughter that fat pig, is that, or fat hog?
Cutting the fat hog in the back side.
What was that now?
Cut the fat hog in the back side.
So Adam doesn't flinch at that, but the catbird seat apparently was something.
Well, I understand that. I mean,
Well, what's the internet tell you?
that the catbird seat means I'm in a power of position.
There you go.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
With all this money coming in, I made a request, and I'm hoping that we can get it. I'm going to attempt to get him on the line.
Is
Okay.
it Marie Osmond coming to town, or?
No, it's bigger than that. It's huge. I reached out. I reached out,
I
and
think he's busy.
I reached out.
Last time he came during the Husky section, it got cut because it went on for 20 minutes, and you ended up leaving the room in San Jose and didn't eat your sparkly ice cream.
No, which I've been eating.
That's good.
That's been good.
With Cheetos?
No with Cheetos.
No, okay.
No cheese puffs. But I reached out. I put a call in. I'm hoping I can give him a quick thank you for all that he's doing for America. Derek, can you go and just leave us for a minute and see if I can connect this phone call?
Okay, well, I mean, your bathroom's clean.
We actually have twice a week and daily we have them sanitized to keep the corona out.
Go grab some toilet paper and take it out to the car.
Don't be stealing my toilet paper.
Well, you want me to leave or not?
I do want you to.
No, we're making a deal.
All right, so let me see if I can get a hold of him. Mr. Trump, you're on the air with the DeathPiles and Taxes.
Hello?
Thank you so
Hello?
much for... Yes.
Okay. Push the button.
I've got the button pushed.
Oh, hello, Adam.
You're on.
I haven't talked to you for a while.
I know, you've kind of been a busy guy.
Oh, very, very, very busy. So busy I haven't been practicing how I talk. It doesn't sound like me at all.
Well, you've been talking all the time at every conference you get.
Very raspy voice right now.
Well, it's because you're a busy guy every day.
Hey, sorry to hear about your friend, Mitt. Your buddy Mitt. It's quarantined. I'm sorry to hear that.
I am sure that you are.
It doesn't sound, I don't know what's happened. There we go. It's a little better. Not that great.
Well, I don't know what's wrong with you, but I just want
I
to...
don't know what happened, Adam. I'm sorry. It's just not there.
It was kind of a mix between a whisper and Venus, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, my head.
I don't know.
You know who's really liking this, Derek, right now with the toilet paper thing? Beavis.
Beavis, yeah.
I mean,
why is
the
that?
great cornholio.
Yeah. It was predicted. Kind of like The Simpsons usually tells the future. This time, Beavis and Butthead predicted the future. Hello, Adam.
I don't know if we can get this call through. I've been trying, but apparently we've got a bad connection.
I can't hear you.
I don't know if Mr. Trump's going to be able to come on with us, so let's move on.
I'm sorry. I've worked over 55 hours this week. I'm
Sorry for what?
not bringing the Trump goodies.
Well,
I can't go to the bathroom long enough. I'm incontinent.
It's not you. It's our phone connection.
I'm stacky.
It has nothing to do with you.
I know,
It's all
maybe.
my fault. I'm the booker.
Maybe in the future.
I couldn't get it through, so
Should have
yeah.
been practicing on the forklifts. I'm sorry. I've been doing a lot of driving.
Too busy stabbing gaylords of honey.
I haven't stabbed a Gaylord in over a decade. So
That's one of the
I
greatest
can take that off the record.
That was one of the greatest stories ever. Derek ran a forklift right through a honey barrel.
It gets better each time it's told.
So
I clipped a Gaylord once. If it's in the archives, go back and listen. It was when Brother Shelley was here.
honey all over.
That's true.
Was it thousands of fluid ounces?
It was, so a Gaylord fluid, I don't know how many, I mean, it's a 40 by 48, it's probably about 4 feet tall by 48 inches wide and 40 by 48, so however much honey that would fit, I don't know what a little bear is, but imagine, probably thousands of those.
Thousands of teddy bears that were
All over the warehouse floor, you couldn't drive through it, they had to call in it was like a hazmat crew, they had to call in to come clean it, steam clean it, and we were up there till like 1 in the morning. It was a sight to behold.
I'm sure it was.
It was, I think it was $20,000 or $30,000 worth of honey. I'm lucky I was still employed after that at that point. But
Hey, accidents happened.
I'm sure there was an insurance policy claimed, and I probably made him money. That's probably what happened.
You make me money all the time. So
But yes,
how are you going
folks,
to make our listeners
Well,
money?
we'll get listing things if you're at home. I mean, maybe used clothes aren't what they were at one point because people aren't wanting to buy with Corona and all that going down. But my sales have been going up quite a bit with different items. I don't know about you guys, but I've seen an uptick. And if people get back this government money, they're going to be buying stuff online. That's just the long and the short of it. And kind of like I was saying there earlier is right now you're at the advantage over Amazon, which doesn't happen a whole lot for eBay type sellers because Amazon is just focusing on essential type items. They've shut down FBA to other sellers to send in stuff unless it's like medical type supplies. So a lot of the items that we usually sell, they're backlogged or the ship date's going to be out a week or so. And so if you have that item, people are going to be looking to eBay because your turnaround time is actually going to be a few days versus a week or so. Also, people are just trying to get their minds off things, trying not to be so distracted with the news and stuff. Like Mike was telling us in the Husky section to air at a later date. He was able to sell some puzzles. I know you're always picking up board games. I think in this quarantine, I mean, this is going to go a lot longer. We thought a couple weeks. I'm thinking we're still a couple months. People are going out, not doing the smart thing. Second and third wave, yeah, Easter. So I'm thinking it's going to get better before it gets worse. Knock on wood, I'm not right there, but if you're listening to this show, it's because you sell stuff online, and if you're still listening, it's because you think that we're entertaining, which I thank you for listening. But whether or not that's cards, which we've been really heavy into, or whatever you got in that death pile, just start listing, and people are going to get a surplus of money, and hopefully you can get your share of it. I'm calling it the making up for the fourth quarter that wasn't that great for a lot of us. This is fourth quarter point 2, 2020, the revenge. So get listing your stuff. You got kids at home, like me and Ab were talking about last week. They're at homeschool. It is educational to learn how the economy works, to learn how a business is ran, to learn the process. And also, I see a lot of moms that are kind of losing their minds being trapped with the kids. That's a good little project to send them out to do, or you can say, "Mommy's busy," go watch your Nicktoons or whatever kids watch nowadays, and you can kind of go list for even 30, 40 minutes. You can still accomplish quite a bit. So I just say go ahead and get listing. That would be my advice to make money during this time.
We get into the kid aspect. Mike, how much have you involved your kids in what you're doing in listing?
Quite a bit. He said they'll generally go with me to, we'll go to the thrift stores together, or we'll go to the other stores when we're trying to look for clearance items and stuff. They get a little irritated with me sometimes, because sometimes we find some cool stuff that they would like to keep themselves. Yesterday I hit the mother load on some Harry Potter items, and they're Harry Potter jelly beans. I don't know if you guys have seen those or not. Have you seen them?
I'm familiar.
You're familiar with them?
They're the real flavor, and then there's bad flavor.
Yeah,
they look the same.
Dirty socks, salt and pepper,
We would try. We just got the Jelly Bellies, but they didn't. They only had mocha coffee, which that's the worst one, and my kids tried giving it to me. So
take this down.
So anyway, on eBay now you can find them for $5.99 plus shipping per box. So
that sounds like a steal.
I think it is. So
can I maybe just have you drop one of those off?
I sure can.
Well, the other thing is you got captive audience, like we've been saying. People are stuck at home. These kind of things that you usually do over the holidays or stuff, where you have family gatherings, and people are going to want to try these jelly beans because, quite frankly, there's not a lot else to do right now. They can't go out to the movies. You're not going out to eat. That kind of stuff's there. So it's a good time to get that kind of stuff listed. And
why do they call it the Harry Potter jelly beans?
They're Harry Potter style. I can't remember. There's some. I don't know. I'm not a big Harry Potts guy. They lost me when Gandalfo fell with the White Wizard and Vulcan.
Gandalfo always made a good sandwich, but I never got into it either.
I mean, I've watched it, but it's usually I have a bowl of ice cream and then I'm reading the back of my eyelids. But the Harry Potter jelly beans, though, I
bots,
do.
Aren't they? Something bots.
Bernie bots or Bernie treats or something. Bernie bros. Yeah, I think that's
Harry
the ones.
Potter Bertie, I don't know.
And let's not fool ourselves. I mean, even though we're not big Harry Potter guys, there's lands of this things in.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's huge. It's worldwide and
Huge.
huge. Maybe it'll come. Maybe we're here. Adam, you got me? You have me?
Well, hey.
That Derek tried blocking my phone call for hours. I've been trying to get in. He said that he was going to go to the restroom, but he really was hanging up your phone line.
I believe it. Hey,
I
thank you.
just said that. I love Harry Potter. That's what it was.
Thank you so much
Me
for
and
giving us.
Melania used to watch it. I actually had him recreate it. You saw somebody went to the Kennedy Center. That was actually, I'm having the people come over the cast, and they're doing Harry Potter Live for me. And as Mike knows, my son, Don Jr., who's very excellent. He's a honey man. I know you've been watching that with Joe Exotic. He's actually went hunting for tigers with Joe. I think Mike was there. I don't know why he's not saying anything about it, but it was very, very big. They got some big cats.
I was in his music video.
I love big cats. I don't know if you know this, Adam, but I love to look.
You have the biggest cats.
Oh, I have the biggest cats. I have opportunities. They talk about over in Africa they have big cats. They don't have big cats in Africa. If you go to our zoos, they're the biggest. They're the best. We got more in captivity than they even have in Africa.
The stripiest.
Well, some in India too. I'm not even going to talk about China.
Well,
Mike used to live in China. I have him. Maybe he's going to go over and be a what's that one when people live there?
An expat?
Not apprentice.
an ambassador.
Ambassador. That's it. I'm going to send him a bit over to China. Wuhan.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate all you're doing for the economy, trying to pick us
You
back
should
up.
really just fire that Derek. He's awful.
I try, but your
I
time
had to have
is
the Secret Service come and remove him so that we could make this call.
your time is so limited.
Well, not right now. I'm in quarantine. I don't got nothing going on. Everybody stay inside, but also get working making ventilators. I don't know if you heard this or not, but Daewoo's not going to make them. I'm not going to let Daewoo make ventilators. I want Ford and Chevy. Put America back to work.
Well, I'll bring it up. I mean, my brother's in this open source document online, and apparently
We've been
there's
watching your brother Adam, and there's some activities there that,
There's-
quite frankly, federally aren't approved.
like 60,000 people. He's in the process right now of making face shields at Oakland.
He owns some plants. What do you talk about?
They're municipal. They're trying to help people get over this flu.
Oh, whatever it is, Adam, that's not going to help the flu, okay? And don't take any ibuprofen. I don't know if you've read that, but put things out on the internet.
Well, I appreciate your time.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome.
You've been doing great things.
I think
for
I
us.
gotta get what? I gotta go. Boris is on the line.
Boris.
That's what I call Putin. We're lowering the oil. You seen what you're paying for gas? It's nothing. Pennies on the dollar. Hello? Hello?
I'm still here, Mr. President.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Adam's gone.
Mike, are you hanging out with Don still?
No, not recently, sir.
If you see him, tell him I said hello.
I will.
Okay, I got to go, but you boys are welcome.
well, thank you so much.
And thank you for putting out this podcast. It's great.
Looking.
I listen to it every day. 3 a.m. Download it every day.
Wow, you listen to it several times over.
Every day. Well, no, new episodes.
Well, I appreciate it because our most
Your
listened,
ratings are huge when I come on. They go up. I see the spikes.
the highest episode is Uncle Scumbag.
Oh, I didn't know Derek had his own episode.
Oh, well, that,
Okay, I gotta go. I got a press conference.
wow, Mike, I'm telling you, that's the thing. You just never know when these calls are going to come.
No.
through.
Yeah,
have to take it.
I'm back.
Wow.
I was detained there for a minute. It
Wow.
gets scary.
Hey, do I have to go down and make sure that all of the bathroom toilet paper is still in the supply closet?
It's not there. There's no. You don't need to go check. It's gone. You can buy it though. I got a little stand out here with a line coming in to do the taxes. I'm selling like your hot dog.
Buy your hot dog truck.
$5 a roll. I think that's fair. Today's economy.
Wow.
What happened with that colored toilet paper that your friend Dale was selling?
I haven't done anything with that. I don't know if it's a good time.
You're kind of missing the window.
Well, I
It's
don't
no better time when people are stacking up on toilet paper. If you have a novelty of a different color of toilet paper option, that's more valuable, Adam.
I guess that's true. I'll have to see what I can do to help them.
Anyways, we were talking about Harry Potter bots before all that happened. It's just think creative and get things listed. I think that's
Sure.
the whole point. We're trying to have some funny. We're trying to have a good little ha-ha chuckle to make people laugh. But it's no better time than now than to be listing. And nobody has an excuse to have a death pile with the amount of people that unfortunately are laid off and at home.
So tell us about this free listing.
Oh, so this is awesome. Did you guys get this offer?
I saw it, 50,000.
50,000. So right now, eBay is offering, if you have a store, 50,000 free listings, and people are even complaining about that, saying, well, afterwards, I'll have to pay fees on that in a couple months or whatever. Well, not if your things sell, and also, the listing fees are waived. So, they're just trying to get a lot of content, a lot of things on eBay and boost sales. But it doesn't matter what you do, the internet's going to complain about, anything. So, take advantage. You can't say I ran out of fees or I don't have this or I don't have that. eBay's offering to waive or put a deferment, which was another thing that people didn't understand is it doesn't mean that you get your store for free for a couple months, but you'll pay for it on the back burner somewhere. But if you can't make your fees because you've lost income or that kind of thing, they'll waive that for I think it was 2 months. And also, as our friend Trevor Hooper who sold something the other day, old T Hoops in the game. He tried calling customer service, and he learned that customer service currently is not operable because they've shut down the phone lines. So if you need to get a hold of eBay, it might be a little difficult. I think you can chat them up or send emails, but they'll be back online here in a little bit. And if you have any top rater status kind of stuff, they're waiving a lot of the things. So they're trying to be real friendly to sellers and understand the circumstances going on. So it's really a good time if you're even thinking about dipping your toe in the game. It's people at home. Unfortunately, you're stuck at home, but they're getting money and they're bored. So they're gonna buy stuff. They want to do stuff with the kids. You guys know that.
Can I just say how easy you just convinced me? I just bought some of those Harry Potter jelly beans.
Harry beans and Harry Potter beans are different things. And what did you buy?
Harry beans are a different show, right?
Potter beans. I think that
Did you get that from showexotic.com?
So I just bought some of those jelly beans while we were speaking.
Did you buy them from?
My thing didn't go
Did you
off.
buy them from the right person that's sitting here telling you to buy them from him?
I don't know. I
Did
did.
you buy
My beans are the best beans.
You might want to return them beans and get the right beans, but anyway, go out and buy some beans from Mike Payne. You want to plug your store name for the people, or you?
No, we're good.
that's
They just find those beans.
Okay, just Google the Harry Potter beans.
Harry beans, apparently that's the. Probably don't Google that.
All right, Adam. Let's take a little break and we'll come back in with some more hard hitting action.
Well, it's taxes of death piles and taxes. It is that time of year. We're going to have to do something. Uncle Sam wants his money.
Who doesn't want their money?
Well, he's got a lot of it, but we all got to put it in the system. That's the country we live in. So, you need to file your taxes. Got questions? You want to know more because you're a reseller. It is a little more difficult than it is, especially if it's your first year. You're getting into it. You're going to get these 1099Ks. You can get information that you don't know what to do with, and we don't want you to pay any more than you have to. So, reach out to us here at Adam Up Accounting. You can go to our website. You can check us out on social media. We'd love to help you out. Like I said, we know the resale game. We're here to make sure that you pay your fair share.
If you're not on Visible Mobile, what are you doing with your life? You just must like to waste money. Visible Mobile, Adam. What is it? I'm here to tell you, it's a new phone service running on your Verizon network. You can pay as little as $25 now. They've got this new thing that's called a party plan.
The party line.
It's like a family plan, except for you don't have to go around and collect all the money from everyone. Everyone pays their own bill.
I don't have to Venmo my cousin.
You don't have to Venmo your cousin Eddie. You don't have to go down that trailer park and try to wake up Granny and tell her, get out of your wagon and give me your money.
So you're saying I need to get on Visible Mobile to start saving money every single month.
All in, $40 a month, down to $25 depending on how your party plan goes. You get unlimited everything. You get the best coverage there is available. You have a mobile hotspot included. Of course, when you go there, you're going to use our promo code. Adam, do you remember our promo code?
Not yet.
Well, I'm going to tell you what it is. It is BVWVQ. And let me say that for you phonetically. That's Bravo, Victor, Whiskey, Victor, Quebec.
Go to Visible Mobile.
We're back in, folks, and settle in. We got that seatbelt adjusted. We're in here for the long haul, Death Piles and Taxes Part 2. What do you boys want to talk about?
Well, I just want to tell that person who I'm buying those jelly beans from, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm stimulating the economy. Doing his share.
And honestly, I know people are going to look at that money that's coming in. There's several options. I've actually was watching. There's options right now to defer loan payments. Wells Fargo's come out, Bank of America, a lot of these places. And I don't even know if it's necessarily something that you have to do, but nobody wants to be in that situation behind the eight ball. You don't want to be in the situation where you can't make your payments, you start getting late fees and all those things. So if you are struggling, there's potential, like I said, you can call your loan places, your bank, saying, hey, I've been affected by this, or I may be affected by this, can I defer my payments? They'll let you do one, potentially 90 days worth.
I mean, yeah, there's lots of options out there, credit card companies and that too. I was driving down, we have those billboards that are always saying the interest rate. If you're in a home right now and you're looking to, and you can refinance it now, we're in the 3.2s, and that's almost historical low, so that's something for people out there that, you know, you might not think it at the time, and I know I went off about this last week a little bit, but I could really save you on the back end of a loan.
A lot of money.
I mean, thousands of dollars, and years, so. I should really open a mortgage thing the way that I've been spouting this the last couple weeks.
You can have a mortgage place.
But apparently that would be a thing to do to save you some money. Take advantage of the situation right now.
American Dream
If
Mortgage.
you're able to. It was called American Dream Mortgage?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Did you have the American Dream himself involved?
Daddy Rose.
Who?
Oh, you don't know the American Dream, baby?
I do not know the American
Daddy Rose take you to school, Adam Beasley.
Hard times, and these are the people out there working computer man coming in and putting them down.
I don't know how many more episodes we have Mike in, because you guys just throw me for such a...
He probably should have been top 3. He's a
Well,
strong contender.
he's solid.
Would there have been Ric Flair without Dusty Rhodes?
Hold on.
Would there have been a gold dust?
I need to know about shipping, not about wrestling.
All right, sorry. Me and Mike do our own wrestling podcast.
Before you started shipping, like, did I get the job, Derek, or is this still like part of the interview?
I mean, we had Aaron in a couple weeks ago. It's looking strong, but I got a lot of good candidates.
Okay.
Apparently, I can hire multiple now and get tax money back somehow, so I need to keep adding around for that.
Brian's been super busy with his second job, so I don't know if he's going to be able to, but who knows?
Brian, my favorite Brian. I mean, they're tied.
The right options, he might be able to get some more time into that.
I'm thinking we should just do 24-hour podcast network. Let's go hard or go home, I guess. Go big day. Go.
The problem is it'd be just like your wife. She can only handle you for such a time period, and then it's like, go to work there.
If this turned into work though, that's where the magic happens. As your friend Austin would
On
say.
and off the field.
Shipping, yes, large items. So our friend Trevor Hooper, who's been listening to the show, Mike's workout buddy, apparently he has some record down at the local gym now.
Close personal friend.
Squatting.
Bad Leroy Brown. We've talked about him in previous episodes, trying to get him to come on and tell some stories about some of his endeavors into the world of selling and patenting and that kind of thing. So someday he'll be in here for you folks to hear. He sold his first item on eBay.
Congratulations.
He's been dipping his toe, proud of him.
Way to go, Hooper.
But he sold a fishing pole. And that's going off the deep end. I'm like, most people, the first thing they sold, what was your first thing you sold, Adam? You remember?
The Jerry Seinfeld game.
And who took care of that for you?
You did.
And even know what you know now, that's pretty easy.
Super easy.
Super easy.
Super easy.
Mike, do you remember your first item you
I
sold?
sold a Boy Scout patch.
And so
I threw it in an envelope.
easy to do.
Yeah.
So a fishing pole, besides they're a little awkward, you don't want to break them, they could be fragile. He's sending it to Maine.
Wow.
So he contacts me and says, "Hey, it's telling me that Maine's not recognized as a state through eBay right now.
Oh, jeez.
What am I doing wrong here?" And that's how the customer service was shut down. And then he asked me how to go about packaging it because it's a little bit of an awkward item and when you're shipping, size matters. It counts. You got your dimensional weight, you got your length times width. You can get into all that. It gets a little nerdy. It gets a little boring. But basically, you want to make sure it's packaged well so when the man gets it in Maine, the fishing pole isn't broken. And we've kind of talked unique boxes before. I'm a fan of the Frankenstein boxes, what we call them, where you kind of have to combine them. You have to use a lot of tape, but you can make those awkward sizes. Also on the USPS app, I guess it's not an app, the website, they have some of those stranger boxes, different sizes. They have that triangle long box that baseball bats or golf clubs go in. Might be an option for that. It depends what the person paid to ship as well.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be sending something priority and be losing money on it, especially when you're going cross country.
And what I did, because when we shipped our mat to Japan, I actually found a speaker that I wanted, and I bought that and I used the box. I made sure I measured it, so I bought something I wanted and I used that box.
Adam's the only man I know that spent like hundreds of dollars to send something to Japan to get a box.
No,
But you got the thing that you wanted.
we made more money on the deal than what it cost for the speaker I wanted.
After all this, right now, if you're listening, the Ebola is still a thing. Not Ebola. I always call it Ebola, Corona. Sorry.
We don't want to know about the beverages you enjoy.
The Natty Lights.
after that.
Anyways, it's still a thing in the future. You might have to research and see what we're talking about. So right now, you can't go to your local store and get boxes very easily because
Or toilet paper.
they're just not they got other things to do. But as soon as this all settles down, if you'll go to local stores, I know we've talked about this in the past.
Free.
They'll give you boxes for free, and if you look, there's all sorts of unique boxes and things. You want to package something securely, but you also want to make it as economical. I can't.
Is that a
talk
Joe
right now.
Exotic word?
Yeah, that's a Joe Exotic word. But you want to make it as friendly as possible, weight and securely, but you want to make it small so it's cheaper to ship.
So how did he do it?
I'm not sure how he ended up doing it. I told him, he could go visit my dad, and my dad's down there at a hardware store. He usually has some peculiar boxes that come in. He might be able to help him out. I told him you can Frankenstein a few boxes, put them together. He claims that when he went to the mail, the mail lady that took it wanted to know how he printed off his own postage. So I don't know what's going down there in 84648 right now.
It's crazy time. Hard times.
Hard times. Dusty roads need to get down there, baby.
Hard time, baby.
So I do got a question about the shipping. There was a post in one of the groups. one guy, he always puts a fragile label on his boxes.
Now,
I know it's, you know,
let me tell you something about
controversial.
that. Well, there's two things. There's a fragile label you can buy, and if you put the wrong fragile label on there, they will charge you extra, or they'll charge your buyer extra.
Please tell me how not to have that happen.
If you just get your standard, if you get it from USPS.com, it has some, some code, ULPO penalty code, whatever. If it's their official one, they will charge you at I think it's like $10, $8 or something like that.
I don't want an official UPS. I want one that's, it's from the, what is that one show?
The Christmas Story.
There you go, Christmas Story.
There you go.
You can just go on eBay. I'm a big proponent right now, especially where people are needing money. Go shop on eBay and have other supporters like Adam did with, or sellers, like Adam did with his Harry Potter beans just a few minutes ago. If you go on there and you just put, fragile stickers, some guy will print you out a bunch. There's a little bit of controversy, and maybe we'll have your friend that works in the mail. We haven't heard from him in a while.
Oh yeah, that's right. We probably ought to do that.
What was his name?
I've got several.
Good personal friend. No, our good listener friend down in Oklahoma,
Jake.
Jake, couldn't remember your name, Jake. I'm sorry. We haven't heard from you. Hope you're doing all right. It's been a little while. But he works for the post office. Some people claim
busy right now.
Some people claim that when postal people see the fragile, they're a little rusty on things.
That's what I heard. But then I saw another lady that worked at the Postal Service. She says, absolutely, if I saw that, A, I was a little more cautious of it. And then B, it also shows that your buyer, that you're conscientious of things that they're purchasing. You're going that extra mile to take care of it.
Well, I do. I know we talk cards a lot and different things, but if I sell items, they're that way and have value in getting bended, I do try to package them well, but I'll put, please do not bend, thank you. Not like with the exclamation mark like you're aggressive, but like, I think you can just go find on the eBay, just put, fragile stickers, and you can find a roll for probably a nickel or so. It's not going to be a whole lot.
It's funny you said that do not bend. So we're into the digital era. Over the last 2 weeks, we haven't had any in-office appointments. We've been doing everything electronically to get your taxes filed. We have like a secure online portal, and then once they have everything paid for, the office manager here, she'll send it out in a DocuSign. You can sign the documents electronically. We still have a small population of our clients that that's not the most advantageous for them. They still mail in their documents. We'll go through them, and then I will mail them back a copy of the tax return in the envelope. And that was what we always did, is we had a do not bend stamp, and we'd stamp it on there. So great point. You're bringing up memories I haven't had for a while.
Yeah, I mean, there's multiple ways, and everyone's got their own shipping operation and ways they do it. We've talked about getting that paper fill from a local newspaper. I've talked about going to a vet or those kind of places to get your bubble wrap. There's a lot of places to do that. Package things very well. I know when I open something, I've been buying a lot more lately for resale purposes and personal purposes. But when I get something that looks like they took care and they've wrapped it up well, I think, man, this is really nice. And if you get something that's just kind of been thrown in there, it's wrinkly or can get damaged or whatever, I think, what was this guy thinking? And you want to leave somebody with a positive experience so they come back not only to buy from you, but other people like, I want them to come buy Harry Potter beans from Adam or from Mike, I guess, not Adam. I want them to come buy that Super Bowl jacket from Adam. And it helps that community grow as well. Mike was kind of talking about some of your heavier items. They're kind of hard to package. Price-wise, I really go to Pirate Ship because they do the cubic. I don't know the math, but you get the cubic rate versus the eBay, just the e-commerce discount or whatever they get from the USPS. So depending on the size of box, the weight, it's not so much an issue on some of those things. I mean, because you get a lead-based balloon and you put it in a box, it's gonna be a lot heavier than a helium-based balloon, which if you're selling balloons, good for you. Yeah, good job. But I mean, you get the same size things. Weight can really distribute differently, and it can cost you a lot more. So some of that I just check with your Pirate Ship, or I know some people do Stamps.com versus what eBay's offering you. And then you got to tape that stuff really good. If it's something that you're afraid might be a little delicate or fragile, offer at-home pickup. There's an option there. I know a lot of people sell furniture and that kind of stuff on eBay. They go out and buy it cheap and redo it, stain it, whatever, finish it, and they'll just sell it for local pickup only. And I'm kind of surprised the people that are around even different states will just take a road trip if they can get a nice, redone vintage cabinet or
It's because they go and they get it sourced, they have a trip, they write it off as they texted.
They're kind of like Suzanne was telling us, that, what was that, vintage modern or what was that called?
Those trash cans, right?
Yeah, postmodern. What was that? It was
Modern vintage.
modern. It had some.
It had a really good name.
I can't think of it right now because I've I've fried my brain. But anyways, those kind of things, people are looking for that, and they'll go out of their way if you have the right items. So depending on what you have, how fragile it is, have different options, and some of that maybe just sell locally in a indoor yard sale or on Facebook. Yeah, be careful in these Facebook groups anymore. A lot of these online social warriors are coming out, and they're going to tell you what a piece of work you are. But at the end of the day, if you're putting food on the table or are able to take your family to Disneyland or something, I don't really care what an angry person has to say. I'm providing for my family, and they're just putting more hate out there in the world.
Don't be that guy, right?
Something we don't need. I mean, have you been dealing with this, Mike?
Well, I had to stand up for a Latino woman the other day on one of those groups. It was ridiculous. It was one of the days that everybody was going off on, you turn them into the attorney general and all this for price gouging. This poor gal had a dozen tamales.
Oh, that's right.
She had them listed on Facebook on the marketplace. It's, hey, come by and grab them, or we can deliver them to you for $20 for a dozen of them. People get on there, you price gouge and SO this and that, and it's like, really, people? Like, she's selling them for $1.25 or whatever it is for a good tamale. It's authentic. The lady's name is, she's a Latin person, and
Probably knows what she's doing.
exactly. And people were ripping her like she was, selling them.
I mean, Adam's been trying to do this to me for years, and I think that he's looking to replace me with you secretively. I think is what's happening.
Behind closed doors, man.
That's why I have to keep my other options open to repair the
The
revolving door,
apprentice.
the husky section, the apprentice. And so, but what happens is I mean, people are bored at home. I get it, but some people just get zellified, and they just you have to have some thick skin to sell in the resale world. That's why I like doing a lot on eBay. You get a lot more positive. I've done a lot in Macari lately too. It's really easy to post on Macari. I kind of have that as my slush fund to where I try to pick up things, but now I've created a monster with Mike, and he usually finds the things I'm after before and tells me about it. So,
well, Macari is really nice because you leave the money in there, and then you just buy stuff with it. So
it's
it
kind of
really
like
does help
you
out.
kind of have you a little fun. You're like, I got $30. I'll kind of go buy, and you find something, and so that, and then you sell it on eBay, right?
Exactly. Well, you wait to get them graded until they shut down the state of California.
Right.
Yes.
Well,
That's shipping talk, Adam.
you guys always have some good shit.
Long Beach, that's where PSA is. I've been trying to think about that for 2 hours.
The Dub Ball Stars, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's great. I'm going to share
I
with
think Brian
you.
Russell came out there.
I'm going to share with you the same LinkedIn type story things. I had an interesting one. I'll wait till next. I don't want to jinx it.
Hold on 1 second, though. You sent me a text yesterday, and I'm supposed to remind you to talk about something on the show.
Well, I'm glad you did your homework because
No, I'm just waking up right now. I had to get up at 5 in the morning. And Mike's always, up and at him a little early from what I understand. But
I guess at 4 a.m.
that's the rumor. I've been doing that this week, and it's been killer. So my hat goes off to you,
We
man.
do have a newborn in our household, and
You're up all night.
no, my wife's amazing.
Not that many people have texted me since you
We
I can't-
got a lot of friends.
in low places.
That's true.
18 New Year contract. Oh no, that was something different. Never mind. Move along.
Wow.
Well, I know you sent me. So I can't find it, Adam.
Well, Mike, I'll ask you. We got you here for the next just a couple minutes. We're going to wrap up the show. But in this whole selling process, like it says, since you had dabbled in it, how much do you really feel like this aspect has given you something different in your life as far as selling? Like, what has it done differently from now than, let's just call it, a year and a half ago?
Yeah, it's definitely. I feel more diversified. It's been fun. I've learned a little bit. I'm really actually looking forward to going out with my little girl. I've got an 8-year-old girl who's wanting gymnastic mats and things like that, and now I'm looking to help her pay for to go do her dance class and tumbling classes and help her understand the value of that money. Like my dad did. I grew up mowing lawns. That's what I did. I didn't have summer. I mowed lawns, and it'll be fun to teach her those things, but it'll be a lot more fun than mowing the lawns. She can get out and she can go help me go to these yard sales, and then she can sell and do that. And it's fun because you're diversifying, but it's also opening my eyes to the different opportunities that are out there. You can be a hustler, go out there and hustle. I mean, that's 99% of, I think, doing thrifting and eBay and then all that's just hustling.
It's crazy because my kids, one of their programs for school, they have like a little computer thing they log into. You basically run a virtual cupcake and pizza shop. You have to go in and you have to understand, you have to buy ingredients, you have to set the pricing, and then you have to deliver. It's based off of customer service, so they continually, gradually play this game, and I'm like...
That's your MBA thesis, Adam.
Exactly.
That's exactly what we did, right?
Exactly.
You're thinking, let's get rid of this and do the real thing. I can see you. I can see you.
And why not? I mean, we're teaching this to, you know, second, third graders. I'm like, why pretend?
Yeah.
Let's really do this. And that's what, again, I'm in the same boat. I want to teach my kids this because there's no reason that they can't make money doing this.
Yeah.
I mean, the barrier to entry, I know we talk about this a lot, but for a business, it's nothing. You go to a yard sale, you go to a clearance section, you go to a thrift store, you can find things for, you know, a handful of dollars. You go around your house and, I mean, just learn the system and give it a try. If nothing else, you're going to learn that you hate it and go find some other hobby, or you're going to fall in love with it and see the possibilities and find you some extra income and possibly a new full-time career.
Well, the thing with all of that is you're going to teach, you're going to learn about expenses, you're going to learn how to make money, but you also got to file taxes. So that's the time of year we're in. It's tax time, guys. I hate to have to cut it short, but I've got to get to some returns.
I know where you're getting.
I've got people here. We've got to get back to work.
I make one statement. I wanted to bring us the open of the show, going through the notes. I was trying to see what you wrote. All I gotta say is, before KFC started putting donuts together and sandwiches for their chicken,
Yes.
we didn't have this whole thing going on where there's plagues on the world. So I blame KFC and the donut sandwich for starting this whole Corona thing.
And medium rare bat.
That's what I have to say.
Okay, well, besides that, there's two things.
I
in
blame the
life-
Colonel. Hashtag.
Two things in life that are for certain, my dear.
Hot dog truck. Right?
Not anything with hot dogs.
I think you should look into selling exotic animals out of the basement. You got some good space.
There's two things in life that are certain, and that is death piles and taxes.
Here is the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And Dusty, your fans welcome you back, man.
First of all, I would like to thank the many, many fans throughout this country that wrote cards and letters to Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, while I was down. Secondly, I want to thank Jim Crockett Promotions for waiting and taking the time, because I know how important it was. Starcade 85 it is to the wrestling fans, it is to Jim Crockett Promotions. And Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, with that weight, got what I wanted. Ric Flair, the world's heavyweight champion. I don't have to say a lot more about the way I feel about Ric Flair. No respect, no honor. There is no honor among thieves in the first place. He put hard times on Dusty Rhodes and his family. You don't know what hard times are, Daddy. Hard times are when the textile workers around this country are out of work and got 4 or 5 kids and can't pay their wages, can't buy their food. Hard times are when the auto workers are out of work and they tell them go home. And hard times are when a man has worked at a job 30 years. 30 years. They give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, a computer took your place, Daddy. That's hard time. That's hard time. And Ric Flair, you put hard times on this country by taking Dusty Rhodes out. That's hard time. And we all had hard times together. I admit I don't look like the athlete of the day supposed to look. My belly's just a little big. My hand is just a little big. But brother, I am bad and they know I'm bad. And there were 2 bad people. One was John Wayne and he's dead, brother. And the other one's right here. Nature Boy Ric Flair. The world's heavyweight title belongs to these people. I'm gonna reach out right now. I want you at home to know my hand is touching your hand for this gathering of the biggest body of people in this country, in this universe, all over the world now. Reach it out, because the love that was given me, and this time I will repay you now, because I will be the next world's heavyweight champion on this hard time blues. Dusty Rhodes Tour 85 and Ric Flair, Nature Boy.